All right, so you're gearing up for the PreK-4 PECT Module 3 exam. You probably know it's about way more than just memorizing facts, right? It's really about a way of thinking. So in this explainer, we're going to build the ultimate framework to help you master the core concepts in math, science, and health. Let's get right into it.
Let's just start with the biggest question of all, the one you'll face on the test and, every single day of your career. How do you actually teach something complex like math or science to a 4-year-old? I mean, when you really think about it, it can feel pretty huge, can't it?
Well, here's the secret. The answer the PECT is looking for isn't some long list of formulas or vocabulary. It's about a fundamental mindset and a core set of strategies. We're going to frame this whole thing as your master teacher's toolkit. And by the end of this, you'll have it packed with everything you need to succeed.
And the very first tool we're putting in that kit, the one that everything else is built on, is your mindset. Seriously, your beliefs about how kids learn. That's going to shape every single lesson you plan. It's the why behind everything you do.
Okay, this right here, this is one of the most important things you'll see on the exam. A fixed mindset is that voice that says, I'm just bad at math, like it's a permanent thing. But the PECT wants you to be a champion for a growth mindset. That's where a student says, hey, mistakes help me learn. It's a total game changer, moving from judging ability to truly valuing effort and the whole process of getting better.
And that growth mindset, well, it naturally leads to these core principles. It all starts with the belief that kids are born curious. They're little explorers. It means you see play for what it really is, the most powerful, effective kind of learning there is. And maybe most important of all, it means you praise the effort, the struggle, the process, not just whether they got the right answer.
Okay, mindset, check. We've got it established. Now it's time to add the next layer to our toolkit, the foundational concepts. These are the big, non-negotiable ideas that every great lesson in math and science is built on.
First up is number sense. And listen, this is so much more than just counting to 10. It's that deep gut feeling for what numbers actually mean. It's knowing that 5 is bigger than 3 without even thinking about it. The PECT study guides really hammer this home as the absolute bedrock of all future math. And believe it or not, it starts developing in infancy.
Now, for the science side of things, we've got scientific inquiry. And again, this isn't about memorizing the parts of a plant. No, it's all about the process. It's about teaching kids the skills to be a scientist. How to observe something really closely, ask a great question about it, make a guess, and then test it out. See the difference? You're not just giving them facts, you're giving them the tools to discover facts for themselves.
All right, now for the really practical part of our toolkit. We've got our mindset straight, we've got our foundational concepts down, so let's add the 3 universal teaching strategies that I promise you can be applied to literally any topic in math, science, or health.
Here they are, the big 3. Number 1, make it hands-on. Young children learn by doing, touching, moving, and building. Number 2, connect it to their real world. You have to show them how math and science aren't just school subjects, they're all around us, every single day. And number 3, encourage exploration. This means creating a safe space for curiosity, for asking what if, and for trying things without fear of failure.
And this is where it all clicks into place. Look how these strategies work across every subject. They're universal. Notice how hands-on isn't just for math. Yeah, you're counting blocks, but you're also planting seeds in science and building an obstacle course in health. It's the same with real-world connections. A recipe is math, and nature walk is science. This is the key insight. These 3 strategies are your go-to moves for pretty much any lesson you can dream up.
So, you've used your amazing toolkit, you've delivered a fantastic lesson, but how do you actually know if it worked? I mean, really worked. The final piece of our kit is assessment. You've got to know how to measure whether deep, true learning is happening.
Okay, pay close attention because the exam will definitely test you on this. Summative assessment is what most of us think of as a test. It's that big thing at the end of a unit that evaluates what was learned. But for a PreK-4 teacher, what's even more crucial is formative assessment. Think of it like a compass. It's that ongoing, in-the-moment check-in that helps you navigate the lesson and guide learning. It's all about watching, listening, and asking questions to see where a child is so you can help them get to where they need to go next.
So how do you do that? Well, you use methods just like these. You observe students while they're working with blocks to see how their brain is problem solving. You give them a real performance task, like figuring out how to share snacks fairly to see if they can actually apply a concept. And you collect their work in portfolios to see that amazing growth over time.